and the three. Yes, sir. Our ping is going right at Simon Sandagon.
Got the basket and one.
Preseason action continues here at the Pasay Astrodome kung saan si Kian Baclan and the rest of the Caloocan Batang Kangkalu will look to bounce back after that loss to the San Juan Knights, and Baclaan will be rekindling his, I'm not sure if it's a rivalry, but he will be reunited on the same court with his former teammate at National University, Steve Nash Enriquez, now playing for the Pasay Voyagers, who are hosting this preseason game on this Tuesday night. A wonderful night for basketball. This is the third game of our Tuesday triple header. We had two terrific games earlier. Now, it's the main game, Pasay versus Caloocan. Another treat para sa inyong MPBL, sa inyong mga MPBL fans. Magandang gabi mga kaligis, si Dav Tupas kasama si Christian Luanzon. Makakasama din natin mamaya konti si Daphne Cristobal. Magandang gabi sa mga nanonood sa atin sa Facebook and on YouTube. And you talk about Kian Baclan, Christian, and Steve Nash Enriquez, two players that you're very familiar with because of your time at in the UAAP with UP coaching staff. What do we expect when these two players are on the floor at the same time?
Well, we can expect a lot of highlights, that's for sure, because these two players are flashy, to say the least. Kian Baclan always puts somebody in a highlight. Steve Nash Enriquez, on a good night when he's, especially in that streaky stretch, he can put up 15 points in like 5 minutes, and I'm not even exaggerating. As you look at the team standings, you know, Batangas with their win today, pantay na sila, no? Ng Abra sa Group A with 3 wins. San Juan and with their win today, pantay na rin ng Quezon Huskers, and Pasay looking to get their second win tonight. And let's see kung Caloocan, coming off a loss, can come back with a bounce-back performance.
Oo, and syempre dito for Caloocan, after dropping that game against San Juan, needing to regroup, they have a new player on the floor right now. But Eric Camson had 12 points in that game, and not the most efficient performance from Eric, but alam natin that in terms of firepower, they're really going to need a lot from Eric, especially if the others struggle sa kanilang koponan, lalo na kanilang backcourt.
Well, all the pickups that they made, you know, these acquisitions, Camson, Robbie Celis, right, and Kian Baclan, I think Camson can establish himself as an inside presence sa koponan na to, because you look at the other bigs, I think he's their most capable postman in terms of being a threat inside and outside the floor. So if they could maximize him on, you know, pick and pop situations or maybe straight post-ups, I think it will make the jobs of the other wings like Baclaan much easier.
Sa kabilang panig naman, you talked about the streakiness of Steve Nash Enriquez. Well, that was on display against the Ilagan Isabela Cowboys. 15 points, 11 in the final quarter, 5 rebounds and 4 assists. You know, it took a while for Nash to find his groove, but nung nakita niya, no, na when he saw blood, grabe, ibang klase ito si Nash Enriquez.
Tama, no, when it mattered the most in that fourth quarter, because coming into that fourth, no, the score was deadlocked at 54. And I think the most impressive thing, aside from the points he was able to put up, kung nasan yung kondisyon niya. You know, even after the break, UAP finished December. You see, he led all players, including the other team, playing close to 30 minutes in that game and was still able to produce and get the win.
Zairo Gonzalez had a good game as well. Abangan natin itong young and dynamic squad ditong Pasay as they take on Caloocan tonight dito sa Astrodome. Let's go to Richard Campos for the starters.
Point guard number 16, Irvin Palencia. Playing center number 18, June Bonsubre. Forward number 19, Prince Casin. Starting at guard number 21, Peter Pan Joey Barcuma. They are led by Mike Sagigit Assistant coaches, Stephen Mopera, Philip De La Cruz, Mark Orias, Bong Solian, and Flaviano Ilagan. Team manager, Mac Robert De Chandu. Team governor, Jeremy Tin. Team honors are Dennis Flores and Congressman Oka Malapitan. And now, for your Pasay Voyagers! At forward number 2, Mark Parks. Starting at guard number 5, your very own from Libertad, Eric Pili. Point guard number 13, Steve Nash Enriquez. Power forward number 25, Moon De La Cruz. And at center number 45, Christian Pajarito. The head coach, Marlon Keith Martin. Assistant coaches, Vicky Escudero, Hubert De Los Santos, Willie Generalao, Brian Orog. Coaching consultant, Cholo Martin. The team owners are Raul Bacalzo, Mickey Ligot, Lavin Castro, JD Castro, and Lian Calixto Robiano.
A lot of excitement surrounding this Pasay squad. Narinig natin doon kanina sa introduction. And Caloocan though will start with Irvin Palencia, Joey Barcuma, Jun Bonsubre, Jake Gaspay, and Prince Casin. Enriquez Pili, Pajarito, De La Cruz, and Parks will start for Pasay. And ramdam mo dito, no? A brand new season. It's only the preseason, but a new year and some new faces certainly energizing the Pasay faithful right now, Christian.
Well, it just makes the league more interesting, obviously. It makes your team, whoever you're rooting for, in this case, Pasay and Caloocan on the floor. Pag may bagong muka, laging it sparks up interest sa mga crowd, and even to us watching on the sidelines as part of the panel.
The interesting starting lineup here for Caloocan. They started with Barcuma and Palencia, two players that hardly saw action in the last game.
Binibigyan ng chance siguro, no, because of the embarrassment of riches, no, sa kanilang point guard position, tulad ni Barcuma at ni Palencia. Mukhang kailangan mong ipagsabay para mailaro mo lahat. If you want to give the guards a chance, may pitoon pa yan sa bench. Obviously, Baklaan.
Kabanag.
May Kabanag pa who has ball handling duties. Meron pang Tayungtong.
And I heard Jeff Manday just sitting.
Who's also a guard.
Yeah, sitting out first few games of the preseason due to an injury. So, the key word here for Caloocan really is balance as well.
Right.
So, paano nila babalansehin itong lineup na to, really. Pero kung ako nang tatanungin mo, mas gusto ko pa yung maraming ganito.
Tama.
Wala ako masyadong materyales.
Kung magnenegosyo ka, magtayo ka na ng Batang Kangkalu Security Agency. Dahil ang dami na ito. At you see how the crowd is engaged right away for the first offensive possession. Bakit? Foul on Steve Nash Enriquez.
So kung papahirapan siya ni Peter Pan, Joey Barcuma, Nash. Oh, what a pass. What a pass. Nash Enriquez, certainly one of the more electrifying talents coming in this season sa MPBL.
Didn't I just say flashy? What a pass indeed.
Casin for 3, the reigning homegrown player of the year. Bonsubre, the reigning defensive player of the year. Referee Manuel Binondo making the call there. Pajarito, an all MPBL first team selection last year. Oh, dami palang award winners dito sa floor natin. Mon De La Cruz with a finish there. Ang ganda ng pasa. Galing kay Nash Enriquez. Palencia. Baba kay Bonsubre. Umatras si Jun Bonsubre. Palencia with another rebound. No good. Rebound. Agawan. Last touch.
Right.
Ni
I think that's
Gaspay.
all off of Gaspay.
Yeah.
Referee on the baseline, no? Medyo wala yung angulo niya. No, but our two officials on the side helping him out to correct that call.
Eric Pili has bounced around the past few seasons in the MPBL, but homegrown siya dito.
Right.
Taga-Libertad. Ito si Eric Pili.
Started
Nash.
his career with Marikina, tama ba?
Oo.
And then last year, obviously with Rizal. Fajarito for 3. He had 5 in the last game. Outscored with 18 points.
Yeah, but did most of the damage in the first half. Barkuma with a high-arcing shot. Parks inside, blocked by Kasim, but there's a foul.
Excellent run by Parks even after a made basket, and no need for familiarity between these two. Obviously, college teammates. Alam na ni Steve Nash na patakbo na si Parks sa kabila.
Yeah, these guys played with Jake Figueroa,
Who's now in Korea.
who's now in Korea. So under Coach Jeff Napa, ManiPay is the digital wallet built for the community. I'm sure nanonood lagi si Coach Jeff, hindi lang nagsasabi na nanonood siya. Hindi niya ako tinitext. Natay ko pa naman. Parks, 2 for 2. 4-3 is the count. Barkuma to Palencia. Irvin with a jumper, no. Bonsubre with a rebound. Labas kay Barkuma. Palencia. All for steps.
He clearly shuffled his feet right there, maybe a little bit undecided, or had his mind fixed to take the shot and then changed his mind at the last moment. But nonetheless, a turnover.
Eric Pili gets away from Palencia, lays it in for 2.
What a strong move, going to his weaker hand, driving to the middle from left to right, and then going back to his strong side left and gets the roll for the finish.
Barkuma to Irvin. Palencia takes the jumper, it's short. They've been getting good looks. Nash, Parks against Kasim, the spin move, the kick out to Pili, the jumper from Eric, no. And the rebound to Bonsubre. Barkuma looks ahead, gets into Kasim, nandun agad si Parks. Nakasona ang Pasay. Kasim will shoot. Valencia with a rebound. Labas ulit kay Barkuma. 3 minutes gone by in the first period. Peter Pan, Barkuma misfires. Bonsubre gives up Caloocan an extra possession. Here comes to Kasim. No. Enriquez finally takes the possession for Pasay.
How about the action so far, and a lot because of the fans watching here. Just involved in every possession. Whether it's on offense, that time on defense, every time that ball is passed from one player to another, humihiyaw eh. Yung isang sigaw parang sa yung eh.
Ay, hindi nga para sa akin. Hindi ako kilala dito. Parks. Kasim is right there in front of him. Enriquez keeps his balance. Steve Nash, no go. Barkuma with a sidestep. Still can't finish. Fajarito gets it to Nash. The 3. No. Gaspay with a rebound. Bigay kay Kasim agad. Kasim. And Monmon de la Cruz wants the foul to be called before the shot. lack of shooting.
He had the right idea. But the thing is, the whistle was a little late, and by the time the official decided to blow that whistle, nakagather na, no? Etong si Prince Kasim.
Kinyal is in the game as well as Martel. Pinalitan nila si Pili and De La Cruz. Jesse Somoda is getting minutes in the first quarter. Four is the count. Under 6 minutes to play in the first period. Christian Fajarito. Wow. Peter Pan just jumped into the passing with no regard to his own safety.
He may not be able to fly, but at least be fast, and Peter Pan Barkuma showed just that. Kilala pa ba ng mga kabataan si Peter Pan?
Hindi mo nga. Peter Pan na Tinkerbell. Barkuma with the layup off the steal. Kinyal.
Palpal.
Cabanag with the block. Sanga is checking in the next dead ball. Gaspay, natapik ni Martel. Sumuda thought about it. Gaspay, bigay kay Cabanag. Turn around shot, Jeramer Cabanag.
I thought he had a pull-up already even before the fake, but he made a shot that was more difficult. Nonetheless, 2 points.
Enriquez, no look, pass to Kinyal. Extra pass, Parks, no. Iba din to si Nash, no? Lahat na nakikita niya eh.
Right there.
The pass was actually, the better pass was for Martel. The next one. Sa gitna.
Sa gitna.
At least may free throw pa dito. Ayan, Martel. Used to play for the Cebu Greats last season. Paranaque, matagal siya dun. Just one of those hard workers. Para sa kay Coach Marlon Martin. Let's go to Daphne.
They don't find players, they come. Yan ang sinabi sa ni Head Coach Mike Sagigit. And one of the players nga na tinutukoy niya, ay ito, anticipated on this game is Dominic Escobar, who just celebrated his 24th birthday last February 6. He just arrived in the Philippines last February 12 from his hometown in Los Angeles. Kaya biro ni Coach Mike, no, yung training nila mas naging lighter. Bakit? Dahil hindi lang siya ang nates ang English, no, pati daw ang mga players. Kaya minsan, ang nagiging biroan nila, magsa-sign language na lang daw sila during trainings. Balik sa inyo.
Another new addition to Coach Mike Sagigit's squad, Dom Escobar. Also a familiar player para sa'yo, Coach Christian, because he played for Ateneo.
Yeah, one and done player.
One and done.
Yeah, legit scorer, loves going to his right side. Almost unstoppable, if I may add, going to his right. Has a deadly pull-up jumper, also a spot-up shooter. A good defender, a good pickup for Caloocan. Sorry, not a pickup kasi nga, as reported, players come.
Nash Enriquez na libre. And Coach Mike is not happy with the no call there on the pick on Barkuma.
On that staggered screen.
Cabanag sa ilalim. Foul by Martel.
Screen right there by Martel.
I don't think there was a I think it was a good let go there.
Better angle to, pero hindi natin masyado nakita.
Cyril Gonzalez is on the floor. Just he was tremendous against Ilagan Isabela. He was cooking before Steve Nash cooked.
Yun talaga si Cyril eh. The former NU Bullpup, former UP Fighting Maroon, the former Mapua Cardinal.
Hilario
I could just name him Transformer.
Montaño for 3. Bakit?
Ang daming former.
Marcuma puts his head down, looking for a teammate. Labas kay Jeremy Cabana. Suboda can't get the jumper to fall. Montaño, Piñal, Gonzalez. Ian Baclan will check in. The next dead ball, so hindi muna natin makikita. Nasabay. Si Nash, tsaka si Kian. Mintis ang tira ni Brian Hilario. That's Jeremy Cabanag. Sanga for 3. It's short. Romel Calahat with a rebound. Corner 3 doesn't work. And the foul. Panayong kupunan nasa penalty now. So that will mean free throws.
Yeah, just questionable shot selections, the last 2 shots. So a little rushed. Even though we've seen time and time again, Paul Sanga, kakapasok lamang, hit difficult shots like that. Step back, Kalahat, sinundan. And to make it worse, not getting the rebound and fouling, that's gonna translate into free throws after the break.
12 to 11. Caloocan with a 1-point lead against Pasay. Kong Oka malapitan, enjoying the action here. He's been with us since season 1, Christian, one of the pioneering teams in the MPBL of Caloocan.
As you look at the numbers, no,
65 to 59.
the last game, both teams obviously did not shoot the ball particularly well. Also had 72 attempts, assists the same, bench points the same, but the fast break points yung sila nalamangan.
And 59 points for a squad that has so much firepower is just, a little disappointing.
Yeah, to say the least, but you could say that they are in their, discovery stage. Obviously, preseason as tulad nung mga ibang koponan, a lot of testing the waters, certain lineups, platoon substitutions, which has been really common for the most part here. But in that game, the fourth quarter, until that, maybe the last 5 minutes, until Raylan Torres had the 7 points in that quarter, really played a big difference along with the performance of Villapando.
Cabanag uses the Kalahat pick, 3 seconds of shot clock. Hilario is whistled for the foul. I think they need someone like a Kenneth Villapando in this team. An energizer does not need the ball, does not command for the ball. To get that balance, I think Bunsubre as a defender can fit the bill there. Pero they need someone like that on the wing to sacrifice a little bit of his control or handling of the ball. Extreme ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas.
Like a younger Ronnie Machas, for those who followed his career, right? Willing to do the dirty stuff, does not need the ball to be recognized inside the floor to make a positive impact. I think Kalahat can do that and Prince Kasin can do that as well, aside from their ability to score. Let's not forget, these two players, Kalahat and Kasin, as you see Cyril Gonzalez rather, introduces himself with that jumper. These two players, when they started their MPBL career, yun ang role nila eh. No, Kalahat under Coach JK.
Yeah.
Right, Sarangani. And then Prince Kasin here in Caloocan, the same thing. Being in a third group, just being an energizer bunny. You know, has always had the shot, shoots it when he's open. That's why it's going to be an interesting mix of players for me, especially once the season starts. Ngayon, syempre, we have yet to see Eric Camson, Dom Escobar. Kakapasok lang ni Kian Baclaan. I'm not so sure kung yan ang magiging rotation mo. Robbie Celis has yet to see action. Bitoon also, who played well in the first game. Hindi ako sure kung yan ang magiging rotational players nila sa simula ng season natin.
A period of self-discovery for the Caloocan Batang Kangkalu. Brian Hilario gets it to Quiñal. Martel back to Quiñal. That's a three. Gonzalez with a rebound. Sees a gap. Gonzalez can't finish. Tied at 14. Sumoda against Hilario. Hilario stood his ground and forces the miss.
Napaaray ko ako eh dun sa banggaan na yun.
Na kay Gonzalez ang bola on the left side. 5 seconds in the shot clock. Cyril has to put it up. Rebound balik sa Caloocan. 35 seconds remaining in the first period. Baclaan goes behind the back against Quiñal, and that will mean free throws para kay Kian Baclaan.
I had a hand extended, hand check. Yun lang, penalty na, dalawang koponan. Something that maybe Pasay can take advantage of, assuming they get the last possession.
Yeah, a lot of these people right here inside Pasay Astrodome are here for Kian Baclaan for sure.
And Steve Nash Enriquez.
And Steve Nash Enriquez. They want a taste of that rivalry there. Commissioner Emmer, of course, Boss Dennis Abelia. Baclaan, 1 for 2. Jinxed it. 5-second differential, game clock and shot clock. Cyril Gonzalez. Atake si Cyril. He is just relentless.
Just knows how to score.
Oo. Hanap siya talaga ng paraan. Baclaan!
That has to be a three-point play. Oh! Double dribble ang tinawag. Okay. Kung hindi double dribble yun, hindi pumasok yun. Counted yun eh. Nakagalaw kasi yung board. Tingnan natin, no?
Oh, yeah.
Naiipit yung bola. Kanyang hip.
Hilario to beat the buzzer, and that will do it. The first quarter in the books dito sa Astrodome. The hosts, the Pasay Voyagers, with a 1-point lead against the Caloocan Batang Kangkalu na hindi pa ginagamit ang kanilang full roster so far. But we did see Kian Baclaan in that first period, and Steve Nash Enriquez having his moment there, and ito si Cyril Gonzalez. He has 4 points as Pasay leads by 1 against Caloocan. Pasay winning over Ilagan, closing this one with a 16-4 run. Behind the efforts of Steve Nash Enriquez down the stretch.
Three-point shooting was a big part of their win, particularly from Christian Fajarito, because they were down the first quarter. Fajarito scored 12 points in the second quarter alone for his 18 points to be the top scorer of that game. And Steve Nash Enriquez, as we mentioned at the top of the coverage, just erupted for 11 points in the fourth. 3 of the 11 coming from downtown. Kaya ganun kadami. Yung shoot nilang 3 points, a total of 12.
Galicia is blocked by Robbie Celis. And Dom Escobar is on the floor for the first time. Galicia takes the jumper. No. 16-15. Tayumtong, Celis, Kalahat, Escobar, and Baklaan on the floor para dito sa Caloocan. Here's Escobar. Baklaan. Looking for a way through. Martel is there. He gets bottled up. And jump ball, the possession pointing to Caloocan.
Just not enough space, no? Especially when you're blitzed or doubled on that part of the floor.
Kalahat, shot clock winding down. Romel Kalahat misses the three. Kinyal to Nash Enriquez. Oh, nice pass, Galicia. The kick out to Martel from the corner.
Excellent execution from defense to offense. That rim run and the find by Nash to Galicia. And Galicia, like a magnet right there, extra pass to the corner to Martel for the corner three.
Baklaan to Celis. Robbie all the way through. In kayo, kain mo.
Smooth operator.
19-17. Parks. Back out to Enriquez, 7 seconds to shoot. Parks, extra pass, Jacob Galicia.
That's a shot, though.
Yeah.
He's proven that the past 2 seasons, especially when he suited up for
Pasay. Ganda ng stats no last year. Almost a double-double for Jacob
A lot of
last year.
times, it looked like he was their best player, really.
Yeah, dalawa sila ni Warlo Batakut. Still does not have a team.
That's a surprise.
Ay, hindi ko alam ha. Wala akong naririnig kung saan papunta. He was our most improved player.
Yeah.
This was the pass. Jacob to Martel with the three. Eric Pili is on the floor. Nash Enriquez, binabantayan ni Joko Tayumtong. Nash gets away. Martel shoots the three. Galicia with the offensive rebound. Nash for three. It's short. Pili able to... Hindi, nakalapak sa linya.
How about the effort by Joko Tayumtong? He was ready to run to the other end, assuming that they were going to get the defensive rebound. As soon as he saw na hindi nakuha ng kanyang kakampi, he sprinted back and contested enough to force the miss kay Steve Nash Enriquez.
Celis to Baklaan. Ian Baklaan over Enriquez. A lot of battles in practice. 2 years together
2 years, yeah.
at
2 years,
NU.
yeah. First 2 years of Kian.
But Nash moved here from Cebu. High school pa lang, di ba?
Correct. NU.
NU as well.
Yeah.
But Kian was in high school in
Zobel, I believe.
Zobel. And let's turn it over to Daphne.
Aside from his family, a factor on why he headed in the pros, fun fact lang no, sa Delphin coach Christian, malaking bagay na itong mga taga-Caloocan dito sa big decision, talking about Kian Baclan. Hailing in Muntinlupa, there are times Kian would consider getting a voter's address in Caloocan, and this actually started in his junior MPBL D-League stint for Batang Kangkalu last season. And from then on, he considers himself from Muntinlupa with a blood running from Caloocan. Sa Delphin coach Christian.
Thank you so much, Daphne, and well-known fact na rin na maraming una move. Dome Escobar, he drove to the left.
He did, but finished with his right. Right back to his right. Yeah. Like I said, a good finisher, especially when he gets ahead of steam. Ang laking bagay, no? Because obviously we have as a guest team yung junior MPBL team. As you see, this finish once again by Dome Escobar, his first 2 points here in the MPBL. Because who would have thought that a Baclaan who is really a loyal Muntinlupa native would play for Caloocan, and obviously, as reported by Daphne, a big part that influenced his decision was his stint in the junior MPBL.
Yeah,
right.
That is the
Yun yung naging pathway.
Yeah, the connections that you build. I think he really loved playing for Caloocan.
Yeah.
There was a There was a time na kasi nagba-viral yun yung mga games nila sa ang bibigat ng ginagawa ni Kian, kumakurenta yata siya dun
Right.
LGR is the official outfitter of the MPBL.
And it's not like Caloocan is a couple kilometers away or reasonably away yung malapit sa
dulo north and south.
Magkabilang dulo yun.
Robbie. Hirap bantayan pero hindi pumasok ang kanyang tira doon. Parks.
Got away with
taking an extra step there.
With extra steps.
Pero dalawang free throws coming up.
Robbie Celis, by the way, a deceptive shot blocker. I know we got to go back to the numbers, but I'm going to guess he averaged at least 1 block per game last season.
Oh. Well, he played mostly at the 4 for Nueva Ecija last season. Still perfect from the line. Parks. 7 of 8 for Pasay. 9 of 13 for Caloocan. Tayong-tong. Robbie. They go to Kamson against Pajarito. I love this matchup here, both players. Kamson did the drop step and the finish.
He was just convincing, after that drop step na nabanggit mo, right to left. Akala nila aangat na doon sa gitna, and they step through pa pala, papuntang kaliwa.
Baclan drives right at everyone. The drop to Robbie, who misses.
That's something that you don't see every day, especially from Acelis.
So yung Tayong-tong gives them the foul.
Look at this post move right here. Kala nila aangat na yung anggulong pa-jump hook. A step through pa pala. And just a sorry miss by Robbie. It's the bottom of the rim.
Parang nabitawan ni Robbie yung bola doon. 23-21. Nash. Inside, Monmon, labas kay Parks. A 3, no. Monmon. De La Cruz.
Mas gusto niya offensive rebound stick back kaysa assist ni Nash and 2 points.
At doon sa ilalim nilabas pa Kian Baclan for 2.
Sometimes I wonder if his middle name is Kiambao because of that one-hander. Parehas kay Kevin.
Parehong taga Muntinlupa eh.
Correct. That's why I was wondering.
Parang pinapractice siguro sa mga...
Palagay ko, tinuro ni Cupal to eh. Pagmamalaki niya na to eh. Ni boss malupit to eh.
Hindi, ano to, rivalry to.
Rivalry ba?
Matinding rivalry yan online. Tinawag ba naman to si... Pero joke time lang naman to. Tinawag ba naman yung kabado? Ito si Kian. MoneyPay is the digital wallet built for the community. Kasi nakascore na daw siya ng first half. Sabi ni...
I think I saw that.
Parang ikaw third quarter ka na nakascore kasi kabado ka.
Pero si boss, na fake news niya naman. Si Enzo. Pero naagawan siya.
Welcome to the MPBL moment na yun. Barkuma is back on the floor. Pinalitan niya si Baclaan. Nash gets it to Christian Pajarito. Three-pointer is good, finally. You can see the relief on the face of Christian Pajarito after knocking down that 3-ball.
Happened right in front of us. We could also see the release. Ang ganda ng backspin ng bola in rhythm. No doubt it was going in.
Samson against Pajarito. Fade away from Eric.
Professional scorer.
Ganun yun. Sabi ng mga tao dito sa... Masahe! Inside Parks for 2.
And the familiarity once again. Earlier in the game, we saw the forward pass. Enriquez to Parks, that time on the post. Former NU Bulldog de la Cruz to Parks.
Si Coach M, you hardly see him give yung kung anong play tatakbo eh. No? He just lets his players do their thing. Pero alam mong naka-angkla sa sistema niya.
Right.
Pajarito for 3. What a pass from Nash Enriquez. The magician with the basketball. Ito si Steve Nash Enriquez. Named after one of the greatest point guards in the game of basketball in Steve Nash. And he's turning out to be one great point guard here in the MPBL. We'll be right back. Christian Pajarito, all MPBL first team last season, picking up from where he left off. And then ngayon, meron na siyang dalawang tres. In the last game, he had 18 points in almost 30 minutes of action.
12 in the second quarter, which they were facing a deficit after the first 10 minutes of that game against Ilagan. But how about the pass?
Yeah.
Steve Nash, his fourth assist already. What makes good players, good assistment like Steve Nash, alam na alam nila kung sino yung dapat pasahan. His last two, Christian Pajarito of Pops.
Yeah, and what I like about Nash as well is that it's very, I know it's very common for point guards, but there's always has his head up. Parang ano na eh, natural na sa kanya yan eh, as he nails the three as well.
Ayan, head up din yun, papunta sa ring. And it was the right read because I believe the shot clock was winding down, but how about the quick release?
Eric Camson shoots.
I love it. What's the name of that guy in that marshmallow guy in Ghostbusters?
Lumang-luma na yun. Ghostbusters, di pa pinapanganak. Si Steve Nash yun na. Three-pointer from Nash. And the answer from Eric Camson.
Ball fake. Simple three, top of the key.
We saw a lot of that with Rizal last season. Camson pulls Caloocan to within 3. Only the first make from beyond the arc para dito sa Caloocan. Thanks to Eric Camson. Pasay already hoisting 17 from beyond the arc. They've made 5. Gonzalez, Monmon de la Cruz, Pajarito, and Parks, along with Enriquez, the 5 on the floor for the Voyagers. Inside they go. Monmon in this. Parks trying to go for the defensive rebound. Biton has it. He's on the floor with Manangit, Matias, Camson, and Barcuma. Barcuma misses the jumper. That's a jump ball. It will be Pasay basketball.
Well, this quarter, at least, you know, compared to the last one, has been really clean and hard. You know, a lot of free throws in that first quarter. Less than 2 minutes remaining. Both teams only a combined 5 fouls. Malayo pa sa penalty. Gotta love it. And just when we say that, Paul kagad.
Si Nash talaga, he plays older. You know, he plays older than his age.
His age, yeah.
He's no stranger to big games, big crowds. Because of his experience, grabe rin magpanala ito.
Yeah.
Marks for 3. No. Pasay now 5 of 18 from beyond the arc. Monmon, Pajarito. Great denial by Peter Pan. Is it good enough though? Yes, it is.
Yeah, the key there is not only the challenge sa three-pointer niya, kung paano niya pinahirapan tanggapin. No, pinagod niya muna, nakakapagod yun. He was going left to right and back to the left and then made a tough move, little fake spin for the fadeaway 3. It's a good stop individually, defensively by Barcuma.
Camson. Tama.
Couldn't believe it.
(34 to 31). I've seen a lot of Cyril Gonzalez here in the second period.
Lifting. Yeah, he knows it. Yeah. That's a problem sometimes when you float a lot. Something we will never relate to.
Yes.
Spot up na lang tayo.
Nag-ambisyon ako dati maging Steve Nash eh.
Sumubok ka mag-float, ano nangyari?
Wala.
Sumakit tuhod mo?
Nalintis ang layup ni Kian Baclaan doon. Libreng-libre.
Ronnie Machas. Technical yan. Technical yan, yeah. Technical yan, Ronnie. It was almost like he was inviting the official to give it to him.
Foul on number 5, Ronnie Machas' second. Technical foul on Ronnie Machas for sportsmanlike behavior.
Si Ronnie. He's not done yet.
No.
You better be careful.
Chance to extend the lead here. Nash Enriquez 6, 7, 4, and 5 so far. (35-31). Baclaan. Only the third team foul for the Pasay Voyagers.
Minsan, we're asking the officials to be consistent. The last two defensive plays, it's been a consistent call. The same thing that they called on Ronnie Machas.
The timeout for Caloocan, trailing by 4 late in the second period. We'll be right back. Back inside the Astrodome in Pasay. Good sized crowd here on this Tuesday evening.
This is normal for Pasay.
Yeah.
I mean, even before this approaching Steve Nash Enriquez era, it's always been a good sized crowd here.
Baclaan gets away, can't finish. Last shot time here for Pasay. Did they get a good attack here? Nasa penalty na ang Caloocan. Cyril Gonzalez taking his time. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Cyril looking for Monmon. Parks for 3. Good! Mark Parks has been thriving here with the Pasay Voyagers capping an impressive first half performance by the Pasay Voyagers. Monmon de la Cruz, this has pretty much automatic para kay Monmon na hanapin si Mark Parks on his left side for a three-pointer. 38-31 at the end of the first half. The Voyagers in the lead.
Is our halftime score. Lamang po dito ang Pasay Voyagers at kasama po natin ang kanilang team owner. We have here Mr. Lavin Castro. Good evening, Sir Lavin. And so far po, ang ganda ng pinapakita ng Pasay, especially with their recent win. Ano pong masasabi nyo dito sa kanilang showcase in the first half?
Una-una sa lahat, magandang gabi sa nanonood ng MPBL. Maraming salamat sa suportang binibigay nyo sa ligang ito. Very excited kami sa nakikita namin for the first 2 games ng preseason. Siyempre, nagulat siguro yung buong Pasay na medyo nag-revamp yung team namin. So, we're getting and looking for younger players ngayon. So, yun, sinubukan lang namin And sa nakikita naman namin, we won the first game. So ngayon medyo maganda rin pinapakita namin yung second game. Masaya kami sa nakikita namin and we trust the system of Coach Marlon. So naniniwala kami sa mantra niya na Coach M effect and winner learn. So ayun, we're just happy.
Really exciting and promising po yung inyong lineup. Baka meron po kayong gustong pasalamatan ngayon.
Unang-una po, nagpapasalamat kami sa aming butihing mayor na wala pong sawang sumusuporta sa team namin, kay Tita Emmy, Calixto Rubiano, kay Boss Egay Rubiano. And sa lahat po ng sumusuporta sa Pasay Voyagers, maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat at sa sumusuporta po sa liga ng MPBL.
Thank you so much, Sir Lavin, and good luck po sa Pasay Voyagers heading into our final 2 quarters. Huwag po kayong alis dahil magbabalik pa ang MPBL.
Halftime dito sa Astrodome in Pasay City. The Voyagers enjoying a 7-point advantage against the visiting Caloocan Batangang Kalu, and strong start para dito sa Pasay, shooting 33%, hitting 5 more triples, and just in a better flow compared to this star-studded Caloocan team, Christian. And nakikita natin the struggles of Caloocan really evident here in the first half. And actually, it's not just in this game, but actually in the previous game pa.
Right.
No, it seems like they're still looking for the right mix, definition of roles maybe.
Right.
Para unlike Pasay that seems to parang alam nila kung anong lahat na gagawin ng isa.
Right, kasi naghahanapan sila at least compared to Caloocan, who obviously, you could argue the more talented team.
The bigger names.
The bigger names, no? But it's more straight actions. No? When Kamson was inside, it was just straight posts. And then bahala ka na. For Pasay, it was execution, and they knew who to pass the ball to. Their two creators really were Steve Nash and Cyril Gonzalez. And the assist also proves that 11-7 Pasay, but obviously a big part kung bakit 7-point lead ang Pasay is because of the 3-point shooting that you mentioned. A big disparity there.
Monmon de la Cruz looking for Pili. That's a 3. Can't get it to go in. Joko gets it to Jammer Hamito. First time in the ball game para kay Jammer Hamito.
Who scored 10 points. By the way, in the second quarter, their last game against San Juan, first time to check in here in the second half. And a good start for them. Obviously, we mentioned that, not really looking for their teammates that time. Toyong finds Hamito now at the line.
Jammer. This is the first free throw.
I don't know about you, but if I was in the same school, I'm not even talking about nung college na siya, maybe elementary. Pero pag, alam mo yung minsan sa school, di ba? Lalo na from grade 2 to grade 5, yan yung mga panahon na medyo maliit ka pa, sabay hindi mo alam kung lalaki ka. Sabay makita mo, ito, Jammer ang pangalan. I'm gonna assume malaki na siyang tao nung kahit papano, at least for that age. Eh kahit pa paano, masisintak ka eh.
Oo.
Di ba?
Ikaw, I'm sure.
Maliit ako.
Maliit ka ba?
Maliit ako, biglang tangkad lang. I mean, I wasn't small, but I was okay. I was okay.
Kaya pala point guard skills na yun na-establish.
Actually.
Was that it? Was that the reason why?
It was the reason why. Because when I was in grade school, I was a point guard.
Kaya pala. Cabana gets a tough shot. Layo ng pihit na yun Tsaka fade away Monmon. That's a nice stroke. Montaño. That's a nice stroke. And underrated as a facilitator to si De La Cruz.
Right. So he showed that during his NU Bulldog days, and we talked about the 3-point shooting pretty much as the main weapon in the first half. Well, they open up the third quarter with a 3, this one.
Joko Tayong inside, Kalahat for 2. Nice drop there from Joko Tayong. They need more of that. A few extra passes, few drop, just to make them make themselves feel good.
Tayong has exactly done that. The first 2 possessions this quarter for Caloocan.
Fake the handoff, nabitawan ni De La Cruz, Tayong.
That's an unsportsmanlike
That's an
foul.
unspo.
Yeah.
And that's dangerous.
Yeah.
That's dangerous as well.
That is dangerous. Kahit sabihin mong mahina lang, considering yung velocity of...
Yeah.
Oh.
And I can't believe he's also surprised that
It's quite normal for players. Minsan yung mga ganyan. It's like a default initial reaction, defensive mechanism, no? Not really to admit yung kasalanan. Hindi siya tulad mo. Repentant.
hindi ako. Pagka ganun, amin agad ako.
Okay,
Nangyari na sa akin yan sa Goodwill Games.
and that's exactly what I said.
Amin talaga ako. Alam mo yan, alam mo yan.
Yeah.
Dati naalala mo nung hinard fall kita, inamin ko agad. MoneyPay is the digital wallet built for the community.
I don't remember. What I remember is us winning by 25.
No, you only won by 1, by the way. And you had to, okay? You had to. I still
1 point lang ba yun?
I still get a
Goodwill
lot
Games.
medyo ano pa rin ako eh.
2015, right?
Gigil pa rin ako dun eh, sa resulta na yun eh. Adamson ka nun eh.
Right.
Yung Adamson ka.
Yeah, nasa Adamson kami ni Coach Gold.
Coach Leo Austria.
Right.
Who would have thought, no? Paglipat ni Coach Leo, dami niyang championship sa San Miguel.
Right.
That was the pre...
I mean,
that was crazy.
let me give you a hint. 2 letters. JF.
Kaya nga eh. Sabi ko dun kay Coach Leo, Coach, ipo-full court press ka namin ha. Okay lang ba?
Steve Nash Enriquez checks out.
Jennifer Cabanag fires a 3. No. Jammer with the offensive rebound and he puts it in. Really just... Caloocan just needs to impose their size here. They want to come back into this ball game. Coquinal is back on the floor. De La Cruz. Pili. Martel back to Pili. Martel got the step. Great position there. And he's got 7 in the game.
Well, I was more impressed with the finish because sa tingin ko hindi chamba yun eh. The way he released the ball with those soft hands and the English, that soft English, high off the glass.
Gusto ko dito yung tanggap niya, pagkatanggap niya dito sa pasa na to eh.
Ready na, no? for
Ready,
finish.
tapos
Ayan,
may
yung footwork.
isang ano siya. Yan.
Tingnan mo yung finish. Ayun, no? Yung ikot ng bola.
Ganda na nilalaro nito eh, si Leon Martel eh. And, actually, when he played for Cebu last season.
Just when you say that,
Yeah.
who commits the turnover?
Siya.
Ikaw talaga eh. Pampasira ka.
For a team that was only formed a few weeks ago, by the way, itong Pasay, they're actually doing well.
Yeah. Hit a 3 earlier in the first half.
Player ni Coach Mike yan. Kilala niya. Jeremy Cabanag misses everything there. So whistle going against Nico.
The panel should not be allowed to coach or to cover their former players.
So you should not be covering today. Who assigned you?
I don't know. Tulad yan, sabi mo, player dati ni Coach Mike yan.
Yeah, Coach Mike is on the other side, but Biton.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were referring to yung colleague natin, si Coach Mike Perez.
No, Coach Mike
Sa gigit. Sa gigit. Okay. Okay.
So okay lang. The panel is allowed to cover.
It's allowed. It's allowed.
Okay.
Earth-
Ikaw lang nag-declare niyan ha.
Earth to Mars.
Nalito ang aking partner.
Poste ang pinapakita niya ngayon, no? Face up.
Montaño misses. Natapek. Eric Pili misses the layup.
That's a foul ng Montaño on Barcuma, I believe.
Balik na sa laro dito si Pajarito and Cyril Gonzalez. Yan, Montaño sends Barcuma to the free throw line.
Christian Fajarito checks in, and this was the front court that made a mini run earlier to finish the quarter of Martel and Fajarito. There's no Steve Nash Enriquez, obviously, but Cyril Gonzalez, he can work as the creator in this lineup for Pasay.
Meanwhile, let's go to Daphne.
Coach M was pretty much happy and impressed with this 7-point lead earlier nga nitong Voyagers, wherein they were able to establish during the first half. Kaya naman naging konti lang yung reminders ni Coach M to simply deny yung strength nitong batang Caloocan. Probably, pwede raw sila magkaroon ng mga outside shots. Led by the NU boys, Steve Nash, Mark, and Munmun, no? Isa to sa paalala dun sa welcome to reality na sinasabi sa akin ni Steve Nash. Their connection from food trips sa dorm, sudden road trips, to the wins and the losses sa NU. That brotherhood remains here in the MPBL this time para naman sa Pasay Voyagers. Sa Delphine Coach Christian.
That goes a long way, that brotherhood. And, it's very yan yung realities of life sometimes. Maghihiwalay talaga kayo.
Yeah.
And fortunately, nag-reunite kayo dito.
Yeah, which is a rare situation, no? For NU, Parks, De La Cruz, Enriquez, and obviously like Alarcon, Abadjano, Portela, and Torres.
(43-41). Jammer Hamito has made a difference here, Christian, in the third quarter.
No question. Kaya 1-point lead na lamang ito. After that good start, to start the quarter itong Pasay with a 3 by Montaño. It's been quiet, and Caloocan has been the one creating noise.
And we are tied now at 43. Fajarito has sat down once again due to fouls. And the 6:08 mark ng ating laro here in the third, we are tied at 43. Babalik kami. Jammer Hamito has come alive here in the third period. He would usually get these quarters, Christian, where he'll deliver 10 points. And that's what happened in such a short
span of time.
Yeah. No? And quality minutes nga yung binigay niya dito against San Juan. 10 points in just 11 minutes and 11 minutes on the floor.
And here he is, a different situation because that happened in the second quarter. He didn't see action in the first half. And sometimes, veteran or not, you test also the reaction of the players pag nangyari yun. Because I've seen this countless times in my career, being with many teammates, both as a player and as a coach, and it's always different types of reactions. May iba, pusong mamon. May iba, wala lang. To the point that they're naive to the situation that they don't compete anymore. But others are like Jammer Hamito, who's just the ultimate pro.
Waiting for his chance and staying engaged.
Yeah.
Kalahat to Barcuma. Libre si Barcuma. The kick out to Biton. Attacks the closeout. Jammer inside. No foul. That time it's a foul on Biton.
Yeah, that's a frustration foul given up by Biton, although it was a good foul since it's only their second team foul. But I thought he had a shot in the corner. He didn't read the closeout well. Kaya hindi niya naiwanan yung tao which was Montaño on that closeout.
Mas gumaganda na ngayon yung takbo ng opensa dito ng Caloocan in the third quarter.
That's why the score is tied right now. Good pass.
Hilario for 3. No. Rebound ni Baclan. Kian on the move. Kian sends it to Joey. Jammer inside. Jammer Mendes. Kinyal to Cyril Gonzalez. Gonzalez against Biton. No shot there for Cyril. Hilarios. Jumper doesn't drop. Parks. Can't get that one to fall, but there's a foul.
He has had a quiet, solid game for Pasay. Maybe the name that we have failed to mention more in this game, but has really been effective. These two free throws is point number 10 and 11 potentially.
Extreme ang subok at kompleto appliances brand ng Pilipinas.
Has 3 rebounds.
Was Lavin there of Pasay.
And has done a solid job on the defensive end, that time on the offensive glass.
And Cassin returns to the ball game.
It's been a while.
Yeah, first 5 siya. Kamson, Kalahat, Baclaan, Barkuma, and Cassin.
I'm not really sure what Barkuma was thinking right there, inviting himself to the half-court trap. A good thing they still keep the ball after the deflection.
Baclaan. Cassin, Kalahat, Kamson. Inside, Kalahat cuts. And he is fouled. It's been high percentage looks here for Caloocan.
Right.
Inidikdik talaga nila sa ilalim.
When you put in players, no, tulad ni Kamson, immediately yung depensa magre-react once hawak na nila yung bola. And that time, pagkuha ng bola ni Kamson, went for that one dribble drive right away and that give and go galing yung pasa kay Kalahat. Kumat na kagad si Kalahat doon sa open spot, and that's because of the attention na nakuha ni Kamson sa depensa.
1 for 2 para kay Kalahat, tied at 44 with 4.5 minutes to play in the third. Gonzalez fires and hits. Cyril Gonzalez with a thumbs up to my partner. Barkuma with the alley-oop. Kamson, no. Martel on the move.
Good pass.
Parks for 3, no. Talat secures the rebound.
Somebody should be ready to help.
Baclan crossover. Baclan, the acrobatic shot. Count the basket and 1.
When I say somebody needs to be ready to help, I mean it. Especially when Baclaan has the ball. If you could put out a cell phone and dial 911, it has to be done.
Gawin mo na agad.
3-point play.
8 points, 2 rebounds. 4 of 7 from the foul line. So Kian Baclaan could not complete the 3-point play.
If I'm Pasay in the next offensive possession, assuming that Baclaan gets the ball, I'm sending a double right away. And the last thing that you want is waking up a KB.
Gaspar commits the foul on Gonzalez, and the referees taking a look here.
I've always wondered if Gaspar is somewhat related to former UE Red Wire, now sikat na vlogger na si Hans Tele.
Yeah,
Look at him.
Napagod ako dun. Sabi ko, ano kaya sasabihin ito?
Look at him. There has to be some relation of some sort.
Kamukha lang.
Pati yung frame. Who,
Yeah,
by
pero-
the way, was a very good player.
Yes. I remember. And he played here in the MPBL.
He did. Who he played for?
Valenzuela, I think. Played for Valenzuela.
Tama. Now resides, I believe, in Bulacan.
Yeah.
I think in Bulacan.
Busy with his vlogging.
I know. Ibang klase yung mga naiisip nila mag-asawa.
Kaya nga, Gonzalez with a rebound. Oh!
Who would have thought? The basket, I understand, but the rebound,
What a pickup for Pasay. Cyril
oh
Gonzalez.
naman. Kahit sinong
What a
team.
pickup.
Yeah. Kahit sinong team makuha si Cyril, you get, parang nakakuha ka ng pansit canton. Kasi instant scorer yan. Yung makukuha, scoring punch makukuha mo dyan, lalo na off the bench.
Hindi siya takot eh. There's really no fear. This is not afraid to miss as well.
Yeah. Eh, ganun talaga pag scorer ka. Hindi ka maging scorer kung natakot kang magmintis.
We swing it over to Baclaan for three. Camson with the offensive rebound and he puts it in.
That's a big boy rebound and finish among the smaller defenders. Hilario for three. Good line. Wala.
Muntik ng mag-iyawan yung mga tao dito kung napasok ni Brian Hilario yun.
Libre. Barcuma.
Oh, nice find. Casin with the reverse. No good.
Tulak kay Gaspay.
No, tulak on who?
Kay Gaspay yun. May tumulak kay Gaspay. That's what I mean.
Ganda sana nito.
Little Jordan is.
Brian Hilario called for the push.
Buti na lang. Huli pero walang kulong.
Oo.
Si Ton lang ang mukhang ikukulong pagkatapos ng gabing ito.
Si Ton lang ba? Mukhang nakulong na eh.
Nakalaya na.
Nakalaya na nga eh. Nagtrabaho na nga eh.
Grabe. Buti may kumuha ka agad, no?
Nagtrabaho na nga eh.
Oh, usually, hirap ang mga ex-convict kumuha ka agad ng trabaho, no?
Hindi naman. Hindi naman to.
Love ka naman.
Ano lang to? Nagano lang to.
Magshot.
Magshot lang. Hindi natuloy. Siyempre, suportahan natin yung mga kasama natin na nagbabagong buhay.
Right. Yeah.
With the new hair.
Gonzalez! Short.
Chance for Caloocan to take the lead again here. 2:20 remaining. Baclaan thought about it. Kian inside. Bigay kay Kuya Eric. Against Jacob Galicia. Fade away from Camson. No good. Baclaan with a fade away. One-hander. I don't know what that shot is.
One-hander.
With a fade away. Fade away.
One-hander fade.
Parks. Jumper. That won't go. Galicia whistled for the personal against Camson.
And I'm going to call it now as you see this offensive rebound and one-hander fade by Kian. I'm going to call it now. Whatever the date is scheduled itong Caloocan to play Abra, that's going to be the most, that's going to generate the most one-handed shots and makes in an MPBL game. Care of Encho Serrano and Kian Baclaan.
Well, they are they? No.
They're not in the same
in the preseason.
yeah.
We will have a lot of spicy matchups in the regular season, I swear.
Madami yan.
Maraming blockbuster games. 4-point lead now para dito sa Caloocan after trailing by 6.
Si Cyril, ano rin to master niya rin yan, by the way, one-hander na yan. Nagbimintis lamang siya so far.
Enriquez is back on the floor. Monmon.
Si Bakuma, he's really pumped.
He has earned his minutes here. And then Coach M wants a challenge.
I remember the first half of that staggered screen action wherein Barcuma was chasing Steve Nash Enriquez, did not get the call right there. Or back then, as he exaggerated, pero ito, sold the call obviously, pero tingnan natin, no, as there's a challenge.
We have a coach's challenge. We'll be right back.
After the review, the challenge was successful.
It is a successful challenge for the Voyagers.
Yeah. After the replay, which we get the benefit of, clearly the correction.
Minute and 45 left. The third quarter dito ng laro natin. Pasay. And, down by 4. Gonzalez is fouled by Manlangit.
Cyril, it's not enough that you hedge and recover to your man. I think you should, guys like him who loves to go downhill, especially going towards their strong side right, you should hedge and then recover after they give up the ball. Kasi kundi, ganun na mangyayari. No? Cyril has that ability to change of pace.
He will be a problem this season.
For the opposing teams.
Is here. Baklaan. Nakasona ang Pasay. Camson wants it against Monmor. Espay. Atake. Nabitawan ng bola. Nash Enriquez is ahead of the pack, and he will finish. We're tied at 53.
9 points for Nash.
Pasay has played most of the half without Christian Fajarito due to fouls. They get the stop here though. Parks. Oh. Ulo yun, hindi bola. He was so close to Eric Camson when he did the sidestep. Mo gaano kalapit to.
Okay.
With the forearm, very close.
I just see that as, hi Mark Parks, welcome to the MPBL.
Mark Parks takes the free throw, 11 puntos na. Solid games for Mark Parks. His brother played here as well.
Yeah, Mandaluyong.
Mandaluyong.
El Tigre, tama ba?
Tigre.
El Tigre. What was that, season 2?
Season 2. 54 to 53. Pasay has regained the lead for Kuma. Eric Camson for 3.
That's right.
Nagawan sa rebound. Nash Enriquez comes away with a loose ball. Bigay kay Galicia. Checo Galicia does the rest. give the assist to Nash Enriquez again.
Those long rebounds has really translated into like an outlet pass to trigger the fast break.
Samson, masyado malakas. He gets his own miss. And will that count? I don't think so.
We're going to review it.
Didn't look like he got it off in time. Eric Samson right here. Nasa kanya pa yung bola. Nag-dribble pa siya.
Wala na.
That won't count. Much to the delight of the Pasay crowd. Steve Nash Enriquez, after an outstanding game against the Ilagan Isabela, has followed it up with a 9.4 rebound, 6 assist performance through 3 quarters. Ang laro dito. 56-53, Pasay on top. And looking for win number 2 as they lead Caloocan 56-53. Fourth quarter about to begin here at the Pasay Astrodome. Nash Enriquez and Peter Pan Barcuma kindling that matchup, and Caloocan took that third period rather, 22-18, allowing them to close in. Pero actually, they led in that quarter bago nakabalik itong Pasay, coinciding with the return of Nash Enriquez sa loob. He just stabilizes this team. Cyril Gonzalez fires. Enriquez picks it up, fires, no. Joko Tayungtong able to secure the defensive rebound. There's a double team. Sanga. It's it to Chris Biton. Biton to Kalahat. Ball knocked away. It's off. Monmon de la Cruz.
That would have been a nice trigger action kung nakita lang ni Kalahat yung weak side, as that ball screen action of that empty corner was able to allow the defense to react to him. Pero ito, napawi naman yan of that drop step left-handed hook off the pass by his fellow big, Jun Bonsubre.
Down to 1 ang lamang ng Pasay dito after that inside basket by Kalahat. Here's Enriquez. Finds Hilario. Natapik ni Biton. Biton leaking out. Gonzalez with a takeaway. Cyril Marks with a recovery inside. Swipe. Enriquez with a counter steal. Gonzalez. One-hander in and out. Ang ganda ng action natin dito. Walang tigil.
Sa sobrang walang tigil, nakita ko si Cyril nagpapasab na.
Inside Kalahat. Turnover. Caloocan. The game just being played at a frenetic pace. Gonzalez and Hilario make way for Pili and Martel.
Coincidentally, if you remember, we had a stretch in that second quarter. I believe nagkaroon din tayo ng ganito, and then nagkaroon ng konting platoon substitution.
Monmon de la Cruz. Nash. Parks drives left and a foul. Oh, Mark Parks is really thriving in his role here with Pasay.
He is.
Christian.
And that's because Coach Marlon, Coach Vic Escudero, I believe the first assistant for Pasay, they've been utilizing him well. For example, of that blind pig action, pag may flash sa high post, that's a play they've been running the whole game. But now, they run it for Mark Parks, so from the top of the key, pagtanggap sa high post, going to his strong side left, yung handoff, so that he would finish on his strong side. If that happened on the other side, he would probably not end up finishing or maybe at the free throw line.
And he's got the size and the heft and the strength to finish there.
Right. Importante rin kasi yung coach mo, nilalagay ka sa strengths mo.
I'd like to thank ManiPay, the digital wallet built for the community. Shout out, Mr. Seth Zamora.
Boss Seth!
Our former marketing boss here in the MPBL.
Nag-text sa akin yun si Boss Seth. Sabi niya, kung player mo si CPT, saan mo siya ilalagay? Sabi ko sa corner.
Corner tapos hindi papasahan.
Corner lang. Yun
Corner
na
lang.
yun.
Wala kang sinasabi na teammate natin yan si Seth sa mga laro natin.
Ligang labas. Namimiss ko na yung mga ligang labas natin.
Dubai?
Dubai. Canada.
Hindi ka sumama sa Dubai last time.
Parang kanta lang yan. Maybe this year.
Maybe. Sana. Romel Calahat. 58-57. And Monmon de la Cruz. They go to Pili. Martel has it. Oh, libre si Parks. Again, nice fake inside. Parks had to adjust. What a scramble.
Yeah, yun ang larong buko. A little acrobatic with the finish there. I thought he had a Voyager. I believe Eric Pili on the drift on the right side corner for a 3.
Naantay namin yung pagbisita mo dito, Boss Seth, ha? Minsan bumisita ka naman. Miss ka na namin dito.
Jensen ba siya?
Nandito lang siya sa Manila. Nandito lang yan. Makakasalubong mo lang yan minsan. 58-57 is the count. 7 minutes and 43 seconds. Ooh! That's a turnover on the inbound.
A miscommunication, obviously. Parks was thinking to pop out to the strong side while Bailey thought he would fake to pop out and come back to the weak side.
And Barkuma, long minutes for him here.
Escobar, first time to check in after seeing action in that first half.
Escobar launches. It's
Malamig
short.
pa.
Bunsubre. That's it to Barkuma. Biton, 3, got it.
Had a lot of time to set his feet, sumilip pa sa linya. And was able to knock it down.
60-58. Parks will drive. He gets sandwiched there.
The fatigue might be setting in for Mark Parks. You love the aggressiveness, but sometimes what fatigue does also is challenge your decision making. That time he was able to draw 2 already on that drive to the baseline, and I thought they had the popper open, which I believe was Christian Fajarito, or Martel rather.
He had nowhere to go. This was the pass from Barkuma.
Ano, may slight na silip, no? Parang ikaw pala to, si Bitoon. Posero.
You're throwing accusations left and right, and I had to dodge.
Posero sa linya.
Oh. I have to dodge every time. No, Gonzalez binalik na dito for Parks. Pajarito back out to Cyril Gonzalez. Gonzalez, one-hander. Chance to extend the lead for Caloocan. Plenty of time left here in this ball game. Barkuma. He's had a standout game here. Joey Barkuma, 8 puntos. and a lot of defense and intensity. Pajarito, Vuitton trying to swipe. Pajarito forcing that one in.
Good defense, just better. Oh, gets the bounce is Christian.
Marcuma again. Spins away. Finds Biton. Biton gets the step on Gonzalez. The drop pass. Kalahat. Well challenged by Martel. Ball is out of bounds and it will go to the Voyagers.
A good collapsing defense. The last moment you thought that Kalahat will be able to finish underneath.
Pajarito wants to clear out. Kalahat on Pajarito. Pajarito spins and draws the foul on Romel Kalahat.
And that move reminds me of arguably the former face of the MPBL, Mark Yee. Tumanggap sa 3 points, pumoste sa 3 points. 4-5 dribble, drop step, free throw line ang bagsak. It's vintage Mark Yee move ang ginawa ni Christian Pajarito. Nasaan na si paring Mark ngayon? Wala na sa Abra eh, no?
I haven't seen him with Abra. I'm hearing reports of
Transferring to another team?
maybe another team, but you know, we'll never know.
I didn't say it, okay? For Abra Weaver fans, it came from my partner here.
Oh my goodness. I'm just saying that I did not see him with Abra. So it's a fact. So,
Okay.
wala tayong magagawa doon. Biton, crossover. Bonsubre is fouled by Pili.
That's a poor foul, obviously. Pili disagrees. I thought it was clear as day. As they dropped into a zone. We'll have that ball screen action because earlier they got burned off that drive by Barcuma, but Cyril Gonzalez, who's the primary helper, is caught napping.
LGR is the official outfit of the MPBL. Coach Marlon running a really tight ship here. Pinatanagan si Eric Pili. Mark Parks.
Mark Parks, I would bet, is the leading candidate in terms of playing time sa loob. So far, magto 24 minutes na siya.
Grabe yung depensa ni Barcuma kay Nash. Parang halos hindi na makatanggap ng bola si Nash. Pajarito. Well defended by the reigning defensive player of the year, Escobar. Able to cross half court. Biton, Escobar, Barcuma. Gets it to Biton. Ooh.
Masyadong masikip.
Kick ball. Martel is back on the bench. Balik si Monmon sa loob ng court. Bonsubre unable to connect with
Kamson.
Kamson.
For that high-low action.
3-point game. Under 5 minutes. Enriquez for 3. Misfires, rebound. Escobar. Barcuma.
Escobar's open on the weak side. They should look for him.
Kamson, the step back jumper.
Or giving it to Kamson is might be a good idea.
It's also a good idea.
Don't look now. Caloocan with a 5-point lead.
Only the 4th team foul for Caloocan.
Attacks the matchup on De La Cruz. Kakapasok lamang. It is just a tough shot. Step back to his right.
Hirap. Pinagaya ko pa lang. Nahirapan na ako. Yung footwork pa lang yun, ha? Mon. Against Bonsubre.
That's a foul.
They're already over the limit. Free throws moving forward dito para sa Voyagers. Mon de la Cruz.
Si Robbie Celis, hindi na rin natin na nakitang bumalik.
Oh, over 2 for Mon. Ito on the left side. Escobar. Goes to Bonsubre. Nag-cut si Camson. He lays it in.
Very nice. Good patience by Escobar.
Turnaround shot ni Gonzalez. That doesn't work.
Biton snatches that rebound away. I believe from Fajarito had the rebound already. And Caloocan can extend to their biggest lead.
Camson thought about it. Barcuma launches the 3. Di pumasok. Rebound ni Enriquez.
So that miss saved the timeout for Pasay. Let's see if Steve Nash can make something happen.
Steve Nash. Ginawa yung kanyang tira.
This crowd has been
Quiet.
relatively out of it the whole quarter.
Biton. No. And, you know, Peter Pan Barcuma has come in and has really dominated this game defensively. Defensively, he's really impacted this game. Fajarito is fouled by June Bonsubre.
Foul number 18, June Bonsubre. Third foul. Caloocan comes in.
Kinyal returns for Gonzalez. Still missing here. Free throws have been a problem here for Pasay in the second half.
After shooting 73% almost in first half, 8 for 11. They missed their last 2. They are now 19 for 35. Good pass.
Escobar is blocked by De La Cruz.
Good pass.
Bonsubre inside to Kalahat. And you know where Caloocan has gotten this thing done? It's really the work on the defensive end, Christian.
Defensive end and offensive rebounding, because that is offensive rebound number 22. Dagdagan mo pa ng assist. Remember, assisting was an issue in the first half. Certainly not the case in this fourth quarter.
69-60, the biggest lead of the game for Caloocan with 2 minutes remaining in this ballgame. Congressman Okamalapitan enjoying the action here. Kahit saan game, wala pa yata absent si Kung Oka this season.
Yeah.
Wala pa.
Check.
Sabado.
Lahat. Malamang kakontsaba mo lagi, no? Yung nag-check ng attendance nung
Bakit?
high school ka, no?
Bakit?
Para hindi ka i-check ng late, no? Nililibre mo ng
Ako
recess.
pa ba?
Nililibre mo ng
Ako pa
recess.
ba?
Kaya nga,
Ako
ikaw
pa ba? Siyempre. Never done a 9 to 5 my whole life.
palpal si Nash ng kanyang former teammate na si Kian Baklaan.
It's when they do buckle down to work on the defensive end, I think it has really fueled their offense, yung trabaho nila sa defensive end. Lalo na yung ginawa na ball pressure ni Barkuma in the third quarter. And then,
Right.
syempre kasi wala eh. They can't get anything out of Nash Enriquez kanina pa. Until this shot.
Yeah.
Until this shot.
I was about to say they've been completely... Caloocan has destroyed Pasay in this quarter, not even exaggerating. Before that shot, it has been a 16-4, or sorry, an 18-4 fourth quarter until that shot by Steve Nash Enriquez.
5 seconds of the shot clock. Bito on Escobar will fire. No. Linyal.
4-2.
He'll shoot the three and miss. $45 remaining. Baklaan gets it to Jammer, who got Caloocan going here in the second half. Ginyal will shoot again. And much to the dismay of the Pasay crowd. Biton will dribble this one out. Caloocan turning things around in the fourth period. Coach Mike Sagigit and the Batangkang Kalu will bounce back after that loss to San Juan. And Pasay's strong start to this ball game was not sustained in the second half. They led by 6 at the half, pero Caloocan just overwhelming the Voyagers, particularly on the defensive end in the fourth period. But sa opensa naman, they leaned on this guy right here, Eric Camson, Christian, just delivering the goods. And alam natin na, you know, once na he gets going, ang hirap pigilan ni Eric Camson. Those shots on the perimeter just really putting a dent on Pasay's bid for a victory.
Well, he had 7 points in the first half, and we knew that every time they would give the ball to him, he would always have that intention of, you know, scoring. And he mixed it up in the second half. You know, we saw the passes, we saw that tough shot. I thought was big in step back niya. Sometimes shots like those, you know, nakakapanghina eh. But shout out also to Kalahat, who scored only 2 points in the first half, had 9 in the second, 11 for the game. Made a total difference. But as a team, tulad na nabanggit mo, Barkuma, you could argue he was the one who was the catalyst on the defensive end.
Barkuma, Bitoon, they came in and really stepped up as well. As Caloocan takes down Pasay 71-63. Let's go to Daphne.
Thank you so much to Delph and Coach Christian. Eric, congratulations on this win coming from behind kayo. Ibang storya during the first half. Kamusta ka dito sa bago mong team?
Sasabihin ko, nakahanap ako ng panibagong bahay ko sa Caloocan. Although nandun yung adjustment, so healthy naman at sobrang nasa-challenge sa new role.
New roles nga na ina-expect sa'yo, Eric, do. First game, you scored 8. Last game, 12. Ngayon, 15 points ka at bounce back victory. Anong nararamdaman mo ngayon?
Asa sa akin, syempre natutuwa ako. Sobrang grateful ko na at least andyan lagi si God. And then syempre, nandyan yung mga boss namin, management, sina Kong, lalo na mga coaches at mga teammate ko na nag-guide sa akin. So, yun.
Long way to go pa nga para sa'yo, Eric, and for the rest of Batang Kakalo. Baka meron kang gustong pasalamatan ngayon.
Siyempre, pinapasalamatan ko si Kong Oka Malapitan, si Mayor Along Malapitan, si Lexi Malapitan, Diwata Barangay 168. Shoutout din sa kay Kong Dean Asisto, kay Boss Dennis, kay Boss Epay, kay Boss Felix. Siyempre, ang sa asawa ko, kay Pio, kay Evan, at sa pamilya ko, sa nanay ko.
Again, Eric, congratulations to the rest of Team Batang Kakalo for bagging your second victory here in the league. Sending it back to you, Sidolf and Coach Christian.
Thank you, Daphne, and Batang Kakalo, second win of the preseason. We resume tomorrow at the Paco Arena. Zamboanga versus Muntinlupa in the first game. Sarangani against Binyan in the second game. And in the main game, it's Bataan against Mindoro. So tuloy-tuloy lang action dito sa Manny Pacquiao's MPBL Preseason Invitational. For my partner, Christian Wanzon, courtside reporter Daphne Cristobal, and for all the hard-working men and women of the MPBL, po si Daphne, say good night from Pasay City.